This is Lifestyles with Eric. Happy Sunday, everybody. Let's see who comes in the chat tonight. I hope everybody had a great week, blessed weekend. It's just about over with. We're wrapping things up for Sunday evening and just trying to see who's going to come in the chat tonight before we get to talking and chatting. Uh, I guess I'm still stepping in the name of love. I'm still listening to R. Kelly, as a few other of my friends are, and I haven't let it go yet. So I figured I'd still bring up one or two topics tonight and see, what we have to talk about. As you can see, I did put my Cash App info up. Hey, Annette, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you had a great week. Hope you had a blessed weekend. Um, and I hope you have a great, blessed week as well. Black Ink Experience. What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to share that video out. Hit the thumbs up. Share the video out. Again, thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to Lifestyles with Eric. Patricia Coleman, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Miss Marva, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Let me turn this. Okay, hold on. Trying to connect with someone to tell them to get on Lifestyles. Okay, let's do this here. Do not disturb. All righty. Miss Geneva Boyd, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in tonight. Happy Sunday, everybody. Who's coming into Lifestyles? As you can see, I did put my Cash App info in. I'm definitely taking donations. It contributes to the channel, grows the channel bigger. Um, we can always use the help to do different things in the community and also for you all. So we're going to be getting merch at some point and some other things. So feel free to slide $1 or 50 cents, whatever you like to do for Lifestyles with Eric. Like I said, it's all going back to the channel. Cash App info is in effect. All righty. Who else is coming in tonight? Miss Tanja Johnson, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Absolutely, Tanja Johnson. I sure will. All right, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Miss Glenda, welcome to Lifestyles. Happy Sunday. All righty, Miss Jones, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Miss Dunlap, welcome to Lifestyles. Happy Sunday. Who's coming in tonight? Who's coming in tonight? It's Sunday. It's a blessed Sunday. I hope everybody had a blessed day today. Let's see if I need to turn this light down just a little. Okay, let's do that. Let's make it a little bit more mellower. All righty. Who's coming in the chat tonight? Who else is coming in? Where's Mr. George at? I think Mr. George said he was out working. We wanted to see if Mr. George wanted to come in tonight. Is Trey Ace of Spades out there? Who else is coming in the chat tonight? All right, all right, all right. Um, got a couple of things I want to talk about tonight. But if you have a chance and if you can click on, I want you to look at this video. It's only going to take a couple of seconds or maybe just a minute or so. But I'd like for you to Google the young man in Dayton, Ohio, that was snatched out of his vehicle. And he's also a paraplegic. I'd like for you to take a look at that so that we could kind of, unless you've already seen it, so that we can really discuss it. Um, I have a lot of feelings and emotions that are rumbling around in my stomach right now, and actually all over the weekend about this particular case in Dayton, Ohio, by the police there. So if anybody can take a look at that real fast. I'm learning how to edit. I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet, but I want you to look at the video with the young man that's paraplegic that is being snatched out of his vehicle, actually by his hair, so that we can kind of get into like a small discussion about that, and then we can kind of push on to something else. So if you're able to do that, I'd appreciate it. If not, we'll get into it here in a minute or so. But I want to see who else is going to come into the Lifestyles Chat tonight. It is Sunday. For some reason, I do like doing Sundays. I'm going to get, actually, I'm going to do a better schedule at some point. We're going to get a schedule. We're going to start doing a couple videos a week or more than a couple of videos a week. And again, we're going to be doing a new podcast. It's a difference of opinion with me, George, and Trey Ace of Spades at some point. So be on the lookout for that. And we're going to be talking about different subjects, maybe a little bit different from what we're talking about on my platform, but it's also going to give them a chance to break off on their own at some point and do their own podcast. So I'm kind of giving them a chance to get their feet wet in the podcast game and kind of see how it is, what what it's like, and you know, this is not as easy as it looks because I have to make a content and conversation to I have to make content and hold conversations with my audience. And if you're not participating back, I still have to talk. So I just want everybody to know it's not always as easy as it looks. Maybe I make it look easy, and I appreciate it if you think so, but it's not always that easy. So I appreciate you participating, coming into the chat, and always making my chatting experience or podcast experience always the best every time you guys come on. So I appreciate the Lifestyles family, and we've really grown a lot, and we're steadily growing more. So we can always use again, more subscribers, more people coming in the chat so that we can start doing super chats at some point, and really getting down to the nitty gritty. Matrina, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Happy Sunday. Um, we're going to, we're just trying to grow the channel to do as much as possible. So just be patient with me and just stick in here and stay on for the ride because we're gonna ride this thing till the wheels come off, and I need all my ride or dies to ride along with me. So that's what it is. So who else is coming in the chat tonight? Let's see who else is coming in the chat tonight. Um, we're gonna get started here in a minute. I was just trying to see if everybody may have had a chance to take a look at a video of a young man being snatched out of his vehicle, basically in Dayton, Ohio. It was super upsetting. I can't get over this one. What's going on, Miss Cummings? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Um, yeah, we're going to chat here in a minute about that, and then we'll get right into Mr. Kelly. We're gonna touch back on that. Everybody's still kind of talking about that. It's good to see you too, Miss Dunlap. And so, yeah, we'll talk about that again and just kind of see what your comments are on that one. I haven't canceled the music yet. I'm just not there. Just not there. Um, what would your take be on one of your relatives if they were paraplegic and they were snatched out of a vehicle and they told the police officer that they were paraplegic and they could not exit the vehicle because they're paralyzed and they were put in the vehicle to drive but also had equipment to push the gas pedal and whatnot because they can't use their legs. How would you feel as a loved one if that was somebody you knew or somebody that you loved being manhandled for whatever reason and they're paralyzed, but given a little bit of freedom because they're able to drive a car again? How would you feel if that was one of your loved ones that was manhandled like that? I'm just curious because I had a lot of emotions on this one. And every time I see African American person get abused, I have a lot of emotions on it because again, Black Lives Matter. Along with all lives, but Black lives are the ones that are being destroyed every day, every few minutes by police officers when we're unarmed and we have not done anything to be killed, beat up, hurt, drug, or whatever the case is. Mr. George, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Yeah. So let's get into it. Why not? Here we go again. We've talked about this for months and months and months. um, police brutality, police doing things to civilians. And remember, we're the people that pay their taxes. I don't think they always remember that, and I don't think sometimes we do. We pay these people's salaries, yet we do need them in some instances, but it's becoming far too much when the police are called or you're getting pulled over routinely and it all goes wrong. When it all goes wrong, uh, you know, I keep saying this. Asian Americans got a bill in 2 weeks for being bullied. Other people, LGBT, transgender, and different groups get bills whenever somebody does anything to them. African American people still don't get anything but a kick in the balls, a smack in the face, a spit in the face, twisted behind your back, thrown in the police car, maybe shot and killed, and it just keeps on happening day in and day out. What the fuck do we do? Matrina, yeah, uh, upset and hurt, fall apart, yes, absolutely. Um, Patricia Coleman, angry, yes, all of that. George, pissed, yes, that, absolutely. So we have Clifford Owensby. I want everybody to Google that video when you get through talking to me. When we get done chit chatting, I want you to Google Clifford Owensby, Miss Glenda Woods. It is. It honestly is. Angela, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Happy Sunday. Um, Clifford Owensby. I want you to Google that whenever you get a chance and whenever you're done on Lifestyles and visiting with me. I want you to look at that video. It's hard to look at. I don't give a shit what this young man did. I don't know what he did. I saw a small smidgen of the video. Dash. I mean, uh, from the cameras on their bot from their I'm sorry from their body cams, um, and I was truly upset. From my eyes, what I saw was a man being pulled over, and everybody that gets pulled over or has been pulled over does things differently. But I did not see a man angry. I saw a man a little agitated because he was telling the officers that he was paraplegic. I saw a man that was making a phone call and letting someone else know on the other end that he was being pulled over at a certain area and to come as soon as possible. Excuse me, and to also bring cameras is what I saw. I also saw and heard the police officer say, "You're getting out of this car one way or the other." Again, this man was explaining to the police officers, "Sir," or whatever he said, I am paralyzed. I am a paraplegic. If you pull me out of here, you could hurt me." He specifically said those things. Um, when are they going to change the testing on um, police officers as far as compassion? I thought that police officers are supposed to use compassion, especially for somebody disabled. This man is disabled and he was not acting like he was disabled. He was disabled. Again, he had a tool to push the gas pedal because that's what paralyzed people do when they get a little bit of their independence back from driving. Okay, Geneva, he just watched the video. Heads are going to roll, but he did have over $22,000 that had been in, oh, okay, in presence of drugs. Okay. And that it doesn't matter. And he's also in actually a nice Audi. I love vehicles. I love cars. You guys know that. You've seen the Lifestyles Corvette. But anyway, that still gives them no right to manhandle a paralyzed man. It just doesn't give them any right. Geneva, I didn't hear that. Uh, I don't know if that man is selling drugs. He's paralyzed. That probably wouldn't be a good idea in my book. I wouldn't do that if I was paralyzed. But they didn't find drugs. They just found money. I don't know. It's still hard for me to wrap my hands around. Uh, Miss Dunlap, it didn't bring tears to my eyes, but what it did do was really make my heart hurt because we do have individuals out here that absolutely don't give a shit about anyone but themselves and upholding whatever laws they want to uphold against us. I'm just tired of being mistreated. I'm tired of our people being mistreated. It's really, really, really getting super frustrating. Yeah, Angela, I forgot to mention that. It was also a black cop that did all of this. So was he showing off in front of his white brothers? Because we know when you're a cop, there's no color line. There's the blue. Now, sometimes we have officers that separate themselves for the white officers and black officers, but mainly there's a blue line that they don't cross, and they're brothers regardless. So that's the one thing that you can't get through. Yeah, absolutely. Miss Dunlap, listen, he told him he was handicapped. He told him he was handicapped. He told him he was paralyzed and was a paraplegic, and they could hurt him if they pulled him out of the car. That didn't seem to matter. They snatched him out with his hair. He has dreads. They snatched him out with no dignity, had his pants dangling. His legs was already dangling because he's paralyzed, so which means he has no feeling. And they had the no nerve to throw his sneakers back in his vehicle while they threw him in the car. I hope those son of a bitches are fired, honestly. Glenda, you're absolutely right. Hateful is it takes so much energy to be hateful when it's easier to be nice and smile and happy and jovial. It's just I don't get it. I believe so, George. He was trying to fit in, absolutely. Patricia, I totally agree. Absolutely agree. I have law enforcement in my family. I know law enforcement, but this is not law enforcement. This is Gestapo tactics. This is a gang with a legal right to pull you over, snatch you out of your car, manhandle you if you're handicapped, and throw you in the back of their vehicle. And then maybe re injure you because you're already paralyzed. That's the other part of it. You're already paralyzed. So are they going to re injure your injury? It's awfully disturbing that it was a black cop, Miss Dunlap. It's awfully disturbing. And he told them that some had put him in the car. Yeah, I mean, Angela, it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. The things that I'm seeing and hearing every day with police officers is just Miss Gwendolyn, welcome to Lifestyles. It is Lady Gwendolyn, everybody. She's in the house. Everybody, big up to Miss Lady Gwendolyn. She is in the house. Happy Sunday, Miss Gwendolyn. What's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Tell your mother I and the family at Lifestyles said hello, and we are just hoping that she's doing well. Yeah, the badge and the gun always gives them authority, but not authority over the Lord. And that's the one person that's going to have the last say at the end of the day. God will have the last say so. We will get our just due at some point, African American people. Tanja, legal action definitely has to be taken. I'm sure he has. I'm hoping Attorney Ben Crump represents this young man, and he has another lawsuit. This is just getting ridiculous. It's absolutely abuse of power, George. I totally agree. Absolutely. Impressing his white brothers. Absolutely, Patricia. I agree. I agree. They do anything to be accepted. I totally agree. Thank you, Gwendolyn. I'm glad she's doing well. The topic is a young man named Clifford Owensby. If you want to Google his name, he was snatched out of a police car in Dayton, Ohio. He is a paraplegic. Apparently, he had $22,000 on him. No reason to be snatched out of a vehicle, and he cannot walk. And they said that he would be getting out the vehicle. Again, Gwendolyn, he cannot walk. He cannot walk. They snatched him out of the vehicle, used his dreadlocks to get him out the car. He cannot walk. He cannot walk. He's paralyzed from the waist down. He uses a some sort of device to push the gas pedal. So I've never seen anything like this. I just know that these cops need to be fired. I don't give a shit what that man had on him. The way they treated this young man, they need to be fired and never hired at any other fucking police department in the whole country. Period. Go to Afghanistan and be a cop. Absolutely, Miss Dunlap. I totally agree. It's totally disrespectful, Gwen. Absolutely. Wait till you see the video, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Just type up Clifford Owensby. 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 Clifford. Okay, let's go into the next subject. Um, okay, R. Kelly, "Step in the Name of Love." You remind me of a G. Uh, you know, all the other good songs that Mr. Kells has put out. Somebody was pointing something out earlier on YouTube. I was watching. They were making a distinction of the people that uh, he had wrote music for after his last trial, and those people knew about Aaliyah and they knew about everything else he was doing after the PP trial. Okay, and they still mess with him for years and years and years after that. But now, uh, of course, everybody's kicking him to the curb. But do you think Mr. Kelly, R. Kelly, "Step in the Name of Love"? You remind me of a Jeep. I wanna ride it, something like my sounds. I wanna bump it. Girl, you look just like my car. That man, Mr. Kelly. Um, do we think he's gonna snitch? Because that's what everybody's saying. But my thing is, if he snitches or if he goes back and snitches, then he's pretty much admitting to guilt. So, normally they come to you with telling on someone before you've been convicted of a crime. So I don't know if he'd snitch on somebody because apparently or allegedly he's got a lot of people that he could possibly be telling on. Kevin Samuels, some other big names, Creflo Dollar, some other big names. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think he will either. I don't think he will. Because again, he'll be saying that he's guilty if he calls the feds and say, "Hey, look, I got some stuff I want to tell you." He's already been convicted. It's not going to help him any unless they overturn his conviction to go, and which I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Now he's probably going to go for an appeal or something like that, but he's there for now. Yeah, yeah, that's true. They opened the door. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. I totally agree. George, you nailed it. You nailed it, Mr. George. Um, they opened the door, so actually they'll probably be getting investigated on their own at some point because they started telling on him. So we know that sometimes when you tell on one person, then they'll come back and look at you. No wine tonight. It is water. Well, Miss Dunlap, I try to get the old chops ready for a little bit of singing sometimes. I got to do it. What's going on, Tracy? Always. Hey, what's happening? 317 in the house. It's good to see you. Happy Sunday. Thanks for coming into Lifestyles. Have you seen the young man Clifford Owensby that was pulled out of the car and he's paralyzed in Dayton, Ohio? If you hadn't seen that video, type his name up and watch that video. It's very upsetting. And it really doesn't matter what he did. He could not walk. He can't walk. And if somebody was telling him to get out of the vehicle, how could he get out unless he just used his hands to crawl out because he doesn't have any legs to use? He's paralyzed. He's a paraplegic. And he told the Dayton police officer that he was paralyzed. So why was he snatched out of the vehicle? Because they can. And it just keeps on happening over and over again. And when is enough going to be enough? When are we going to stand up and say enough's enough and do something about it? I don't know. I don't know. I wanna roll, roll, roll. That's all I wanna do for you, baby. Girl, it's something kind of sexy going on about you, baby. You remind me of a G. That seems to be one of my favorite songs of R. Kelly's, actually. Seems to be one of my favorites because I can remember riding and riding and riding in my old Corvette that I had years ago. So when I was a young guy, so I can remember that and just having some really good times to that music. It's just unfortunate that people don't get help when they're in need of help, and that goes for Mr. Kelly. I don't know exactly what his help is that he needs, but if he's been convicted of these things, I'd say he needs help of the sexual stuff, and maybe what may have happened to him, when he was a younger child or whatever. So it's coming along, Miss Gwendolyn. It's still in the shop. They've got pretty much everything done. They're waiting on my rims and tires to come, and then the Lifestyles Corvette will be back on the road. So I'd say maybe the end of this week or first of next week. So we'll keep our fingers crossed on the Lifestyles Corvette. It's coming along well, and I'll definitely give you guys an update, and we'll do a video when we're picking it up. Tracy, the Lifestyles car is cool. It's in the shop. It's in the body shop. Um, Everything's fixed except for the rims and tires haven't came from California yet. So as soon as we get those wheels and tires bolted on, get the car lined up, we'll go pick it up, and I'll let you guys take a look at it. We'll do a live video, and I'll be back happy because I actually missed a beautiful weekend. Today would have been a nice time to drive or take a good ride. So hopefully I'll have a few more weekends to take a ride in the Lifestyles Vet, and maybe somebody will come and take a ride with me. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know if Mr. Kelly's going to snitch or not, but I'm curious. I'm curious. That's what everybody's talking about right now, and we don't know. We don't know. Again, he's already been convicted, so snitching now would not really matter because he'd just be saying he's guilty, and he pled not guilty. So I don't think that's. I don't know if I don't think that's a really good idea. Actually, I don't. I don't. So. Yeah, we're not going to go on too long tonight. We're going to probably wrap it up at 30 minutes. It's Sunday. But if you have anything else you want to bring up, I'll definitely listen. You think he should tell? Okay, Tracy. Okay, hey, if that's what you think, then that's your opinion. But my thing is, he should have said something before he was convicted because maybe then he could have got some time cut or maybe not gotten 20 or this, I don't know, he hasn't gotten his time yet, but he's facing life in prison, I guess. So we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens, and those people should go down. They should go down with him. The ship all has to go down together. It's not fair for him to get all the time and those people to be able to be those people to be let out scot-free and able to do whatever they want to do, work for some more celebrities. um, Well, Lady Gwendolyn, I'd say he'd be snitching on his bodyguards, his manager, his personal assistant. They all were hooking up young girls for him, giving them his number, um, and providing him with the young women. So it would be all the people that was helping him, providing him with those young ladies, that was flying those girls out to different states for him. That's who would be in trouble. All the people that were involved. He didn't do it by himself. He was the artist, the person with the money. And oh, by the way, his music has went up 500% now streaming. So that's awfully weird too. Somebody's getting paid, and if I'm not mistaken, Barry Hankerson, his ex manager, has the rights to his music because Aaliyah's mother had the rights to the music, and that was her brother. So now, whenever somebody's streaming that music, that man's getting paid. Not R. Kelly, I don't think. Maybe R. Kelly's getting a small percentage, but not a big percentage because he gave his rights away. Okay. Absolutely, Patricia. I totally agree. I totally agree. Yeah, Matrina. Again, if he would have told, he should have told, if he was going to tell on anybody, he should have did it before he was convicted of a crime. But now it may not matter. Then again, who knows? They may go into his cell and say, hey, look, if there's a bigger ring, then tell us. But then what's going to happen? Are they going to kill him like they did Jeffrey Epstein in prison? Because he may be able to take down a few big influential people. You just never know. This may get super deep, and if he's thinking about telling, they could kill R. Kelly and then say he committed suicide. So let's just hope for the best, and I hope the man gets some help and maybe is able to make some good music again one of these days soon. And again, I appreciate everybody for coming in tonight. It's been a really nice talk with Lifestyles. Happy Sunday again. Good evening. I hope everybody has a great, blessed week this week. We'll come back at you with another video at the end of the week, or maybe at the middle of the week. We'll see. We'll see how everything's going. But just thanks for coming in. And you could have been anywhere else, but you were with me, and I definitely appreciate it. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share the video out, and if you're not a subscriber, make sure you are subscribed to Lifestyles with Eric, so that you do get those notifications and that you're able to see all the up and coming videos that are coming out and all my past videos in the past year and a half. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Maybe he can write for someone else. That's possible. Maybe R. Kelly can just write a book, a tell-all book, maybe. Patricia, I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. And you have a blessed week as well. Absolutely. All righty. Everybody take care. Welcome to Lifestyles. Boom. See something, say something. Be blessed. All righty. Love y'all. All right. Take care.